What is up, YouTube? This is Twinkie the Trapinch bringing you another episode of Moveset Mondays. If you could please leave a like, subscribe, rating, and comment, that'd be fantastic. So let's get this video started. Now today, this group that I'm in on Facebook, it's like a school for like getting people into competitive. They voted for Totodile, and I'm not doing a set for Totodile because I know nothing about Little Cup, and I don't want to. It's I don't know. If you like Little Cup, that's your cup of tea, but it's not really my thing. To each his own. But anyway, I'm doing a video on Feraligatr. So okay, let's take a look at Feraligatr's stats first. Obviously, looking at it, you would think he's a bulky water type, and I guess you could if you really wanted to, but his Feraligatr's main use is a physical attacker. And I want to get this out of the way now. His hidden ability, Sheer Force, has not been released yet. So for all of these sets I have Torrent. But once Sheer Force comes out, Torrent is going to suck shit. For all of these movesets, if you could, you should do Sheer Force. Sheer Force is the better ability in every situation. But because if a move has a secondary effect, it gets rid of that secondary effect but boosts its power. So say take Waterfall for example. It has a flinch chance. Sheer Force will take away the flinch, but it'll make it stronger. I believe it's 1.3 times damage, and Waterfall does 80, I think. Yeah, Waterfall does 80, so that is approximately I want to say like 25 more. It's like 26 more damage. So it goes from base 80 power to base 106 power, and that's even before stab. All right, but enough with this technical talk. Let's get into the actual movesets. Oh, and his stats. Attack's hot, decently high. Speed is a little low. That's Feraligatr's main problem. And his bulk is weird. Like, you'd think he's bulky, a lot bulkier than he is, but for some reason it just doesn't work out. Maybe it's just me, but Feraligatr isn't that bulky for me. Okay, so the first set we have here is my personal preference, or one of my personal preferences. This one would be the Dragon Dance set. So basically what you're going to do here, you're obviously going to get a safe switch in, you're going to set up D-Dance, and then you're just going to wreck shit. Now, the moves I chose here were Waterfall, Ice Punch, and Earthquake. Ice Punch gets rid of grass types, ground types, and dragon types, which are all a problem. Earthquake gets not ice types, why'd I say ice? Earthquake gets electric types, and that is going to be a huge threat because Jolteon and stuff. And actually, with a D-Dance up, you will outspeed Jolteon. So Earthquake is definitely a good move to have because electric's one of your most prevalent offensive weaknesses. And then Waterfall for stab, and if you want, you could switch Waterfall out for Aqua Jet. Okay, the next set I have here for you is a Swords Dance set. Now this plays a little different. Instead of throwing all your EVs straight into attack and attack and speed, you want to do it a little different. Now if you want to do the bulky physical sweeper, by all means go ahead. But if you want a little bit of speed, put 200 into his speed and 56 into his HP. That way you get a good mix of speed where you'll outspeed things in the low, like the middle speed tier, and then you still have a little bit of bulk where you can probably take one neutral hit. I don't know where his bulk lies completely, but I want to say one neutral hit because a stab move is a strong move. But anyway, you set up Sword Stance, and then all of your attack stat is doubled. So you want to go for Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Earthquake. Now, if you don't want to run Waterfall and just keep Aqua Jet, that is completely fine, but I wouldn't recommend getting rid of Aqua Jet because you're going to be slower. So you definitely want to be able to hit things first. Now you can get rid of Waterfall for a variety of coverage moves that includes Low Kick, Crunch, and Ice Punch, depending what your team has problems with. On to the next set. This is a Choice Scarf set. Feraligatr could definitely abuse this, and what I did for the EVs right here, which I should have done for the whatchamacallit, this set. Yeah, I should have done it for this set too. But I put 200 EVs into speed with a Jolly Nature. Now what that does is, with the Choice Scarf or the D-Dance boost, it gets you up to 399 speed. Jolteon is base 130 speed, and that has a maximum of 394. So you outspeed Jolteon and other base 130s like Aerodactyl, and that is a really useful thing to have because you can mess up Weavile, you can mess up Aerodactyl, you can mess up Jolteon. There are obviously others that I can't think of off the top of my head, but you definitely want to be able to outspeed them. And the moves I chose for this set were Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Low Kick. Since you're Choice Scarf, unless you're afraid of Talonflame, you don't really need to run Aqua Jet. But I don't know. I might run Aqua. Nah. Okay, back to the set. I obviously hate Talonflame if you haven't noticed yet from all my other videos. But the EVs, I went over that. All right. Now our next set is a Choice Band instead of Choice Scarf. Now what you can do here is, if you really want the speed, you can throw all 252 into speed. Or you could reverse HP and speed and you could get 252 in, so you get a good amount of bulk. And the moves I chose here were Aqua Jet, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Low Kick. Low Kick gets Hydreigon out of the way, it gets Steel types out of the way, it gets various Dark types out of the way, gets Rock and Ice types out of the way, so that's a good thing to have because all those types tend to be fat. So Low Kick will do a good amount of damage. Ice Punch obviously hits Grass and Ground and Dragon. Earthquake is good against Electric types, and Aqua Jet is your stab move. You could run Waterfall here, but since you're already boosting your attack, I feel like the priority move would be better. And finally, this set now, if you test this set out, please let me know. I've never tested this before. I kind of threw it together just so it wouldn't, like this video wouldn't just be a copy paste Feraligatr thing, because these are pretty common sets with Feraligatr. Like more so the Dragon Dance and the Swords Dance, but you could easily run one of these. It doesn't take much thought to come up with a choice set. But what I came up with was an Assault Vest set. Now, for the Assault Vest set, you get a bit of bulk, and you also, it's an Assault Vest. Just picture an army dude. You're able to take a hit, and then you just spray and you just shoot shit. But that's basically what the Assault Vest is. You're supposed to go in like with some bulk, and that way you can attack your team, your opponent's team. If you get what I'm trying to say, you're supposed to be tanky, like not just a wall. You're supposed to be a tank. You're supposed to mess shit up. All right. So for those of you who don't know, Assault Vest boosts your special defense by 1.5 times, but you can only use attacking moves. So the set I came up with would be Power Punch, Power Up Punch, Earthquake, Aqua Jet, and Ice Punch. Ice Punch, Earthquake, Aqua Jet, obviously for coverage, but Power Up Punch, it's an attack and it boosts your attack. So that way, even if you're worried about Aqua Jet being a little weaker, if you get a couple Power Up Punches up, you should be good, because then it's just doing damage and boosting your attack at the same time. I don't know why this move doesn't get more play. I really like it personally. But for the EVs, you want to invest in bulk, because you're not really going to outspeed much with base 78. Let's just be completely honest. That's why you have to run the Dragon Dance or the Choice Scarf set to have a good amount of speed. But you want to throw 252 into HP for your bulk, 252 with an adamant nature into your attack, so that way once you switch in, you can take a hit and then you can just reciprocate, that's a big word, and just take your opponent by storm. And then just throw the final 4 into special defense or defense, whichever floats your boat. And I hope this video was informative. I know I was all over the place, but if you like any of these sets, let me know. If you use them in a battle, I'd love to see the video of it. And yeah, so bleh. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. As I said before, follow me in my Twitter link down below my face, and you can send battle requests to me via that, or you can just direct message me or private message me or whatever on my YouTube account, or just comment on this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a wonderful day.